Harsetti boss rangers get increased attack and health when they're in the back row by 30%. They get ranger mastery, so we need a ranger in the back row, and we need 2 or more earth elemental heroes on the team to get the extra stuff. Mm-hmm. So we're going to have for our earth elementals, we're going to use Fenris and Roana. If you don't have Fenris, you can use Landy, the green one, right? The limited version ranger. If you don't have Fenris or Green Landy, I think you're kind of left with Bologna, Green Bologna, as your other option. We're going to use, for our 2 strippers, we're going to use Faithless Lidica and Nahkwol. That's all you need is 2 strippers, right? You could use Alencia, who has her strip on her S3. You could try to use a mage running Elia's Violin as a source of strip, but these rangers give us a couple of things. Yes, 2 strippers with nice legs. Okay, so first is Roana. You build her thick, right? More thigh meat than a bucket of KFC. You want her to be able to take some hits. Through testing, we found around 200-ish speed seems to be a good point. We're going to run the Touch of Rekos artifact to try to help keep us alive. You can try it with an artifact like Warhorn or some other damage booster, but I think you're going to find you're not going to have enough chops to stay alive. So yeah, just super, super beefy. Able to take some hits. Next will be our fastest unit. Okay, for Nahkwol, you want her on your fastest gear possible, but at 100% crit chance. So I've got her on a crit neck, and the rest is my fastest gear I've got. Puts her at 295 speed. I'm running her on the Bloodstone artifact. It would be nice to put her on a speed boosting artifact or AoE damage boosting artifact, but with nobody really doing any healing inside of the break phase, it's too easy to die coming out of it. So Bloodstone, I think, is going to be required for this on one of your rangers. Now, the second ranger we'll be running is Faithless Lidica. Now, you've got 2 options for Faithless Lidica. First, built the same way as Nahkwol. She's going to be as fast as we can get her with 100% crit chance. But for an artifact, you're either going to run her on Sharpshooter's Handgun. This will give us a 70% chance for a speed buff. That is a 30% boost to our speed, but there's RNG. We're counting on it proccing. The other option you can run her on if you don't have Riza or Hawkeye's artifact or you just hate RNG is you can run her on the 3-star artifact Ranan's Memorandum. Hey, Elf Mage, thank you for the raid, buddy. We're getting ready to go nuclear on Hall of Trials. You're just in time to watch me tilt and flip my table. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a really good stream, buddy. If you guys aren't following Elf Mage, then what the hell are you doing with your life? Stop living under a rock, follow this guy, and you get to see the top peak end of RTA. Alright, so if you do not have Riza Hawkeye's Sharpshooter artifact, you can use Ranan's Memorandum. It'll give you about 18 to 20% CR push if you max it out. I think it's 15 or 1.5 times 10 is 15% at plus 15. It's not as good as the speed buff, but it's unconditional. You don't have to worry about a 70% proc, so maybe this might be a little more consistent for you if you have it. Right. And now our big D damage dealer, Fenris himself. So Fenris, you want as slow as possible, right? I got him running really, really slow, and the rest you just stack into damage. He is 5,500 attack by 350 crit damage on Torrent set. He should hit like a truck. Again, you need 100% crit chance, slow as possible. And we were running the Cruel Mischief artifact, but it was recommended in chat that we try Dux Noctis. And looking at it, this is a Giga Chat artifact, right? When an ally attacks, if a critical hit is made and everybody's going to crit, we're going to 4% more attack, can stack up to 6 times plus the 12, so that is 24, 36% attack boost. When this thing is maxed out, 36% attack should be more than the 30% damage of Cruel Mischief. I know that doesn't make sense for the normal mechanics, but because of the unique way that damage boosting stacks, it will help us out a lot because it's not going to get watered down by the multiplicative way damage boost stacks. versus attack just straight up going into the damage equation. So if you don't have this artifact, just run Cruel Mischief. It should still be decent. All right. Let's go get him.
Let's go again. Lolly Ray. What's the score of... we're gonna beat that score, by the way.
Okay, yeah, man. Without Bloodstone, she's gonna just be dead.
Yeah. We cooked.
Did we count?
Did
we count that we have enough turns? I think we do.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna S3 mostly just for damage.
I mean, Roana S3 is right here and heals you up, but you do you.
And the extra hit, we use the S2 to get a speed buff on Nahkwol.
I having a lot of fun. Proof lifesteal 150er. She just stare at you. Fear her until Mort the Great.
The Great Mortelix comes to step on us all. Okay, so I'm going to S3 here for the self-CR push. Hopefully we get a proc from Riza's artifact.
Like, Guiding Light, right?
Dux Noctis stack. Okay, we got the Riza Hawkeye proc, so we got the speed buff.
We can save the S3 here.
Yeah, I think we don't need to S3. We'll just S1 here for a hit. 6,000 damage. Good job. Nice helping there. Helping their Roana. Fenris jumps in the air, does his shot. We're at Dux Noctis times 6. We want to save the S2. We need to save our strips. So we just S1. Hopefully we re-up the speed buff. We did. We keep the speed buff. Fenris, we S3 here, right? To get
we don't want him to... Yeah, we don't want him to have speed buff.
We don't want the speed buff, right? So we S3.
Perfectly aligns our skill
nice.
to the break phase.
Okay, we just S1, because what else are we going to do?
Some healing.
We S1. Hopefully we proc Riza's artifact again. We did. We keep the speed buff. Here we want to S2 because we want to keep the speed buff on Nahkwol. So we S2 to maintain the speed buff there. Nobody's hurt, so Roana can just S1, get some damage on the board. There we go. Ouch. Extra attack. Everybody's still healthy. Okay. We S1 again. We proc Riza's artifact. We keep the speed buff. We want to save the S3 because once she gets to ultimate, we'll need the strip, and I'm worried with a 4-turn cooldown, we're going to get there before she cycles. So we'll just S1.
Her next turn.
Yep.
Yeah, when she gets to ultimate, it's when we die if we don't strip.
Yep. I still think we're okay to just S1
we're super
here.
healthy.
Bloodstone's, Bloodstone's taking the edge off. We'll S1 here because we need the strip on the S2 for when she goes nutso. So we S1. Proc Riza's artifact again. We were 100% uprate on that. Now we got an S1 here, right?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We S1.
Bam. Gives us a speed buff, which is unfortunate, but we'll get rid of that before the break phase, and that's what matters. Okay. Now she's nuts, and we need to hit with a strip twice to get rid of this, and then we can start actually doing damage to the barrier. So we will S3 for our first strip. There we go. And we will save the S2 for the speed buff because we want that inside the break phase, right?
Nahkwol always has a permanent speed buff.
So we should still S2?
Yeah, she will always have speed buff.
Okay, so we'll S2.
Also, S2 does a lot of damage, so it's a good...
And now we need to use the S2 here to strip the final one away. So we use our S2. That'll strip. There we go. And now we just need to burst the barrier, which we should be able to do pretty easy with Fenris on his turn. So we S1. And we S1, because we definitely want to save this for inside the break phase. So we S1. This hits. AoE. Pisses off Fenris. Fenris hits. Does damage. Pushing him up. Roana just gets a free smack in, and then Fenris can use his S3 to push phase, right?
Yeah, push his phase and remove speed buff.
And that way we don't have the speed buff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Blammo. Okay, now we're in the break phase. Whew.
Alright.
Alrighty. We're going to S2 to maintain our speed buff. We're going to do it into this guy.
Mm-hmm.
We can only hit this guy 3 times, right, before he goes away, or before he stealths.
Before he goes
right,
into
so
stealth,
we need to time it so that when we hit him for a 3rd time and he stealths, we've got somebody who's got an AoE skill, but with 1 turn away, I don't think that's a problem.
No.
So we S2, and that gives us 1 stack on Fenris. And now we can S3 for the push-up, and hopefully that procs Riza's artifact. Yep, we got Riza's artifact proc, so we maintain the speed buff.
Does Flitty have her S2 ready?
Flitty does not have her S2
so
ready, so we really need to.
We
need to
avoid
hit the
hitting.
boss.
Yeah.
Because it would be the 3rd hit she'd stealth, so
Yeah.
we just hit the boss here.
Hit the boss again.
We hit the boss again.
Now Roana can hit the crystal.
Roana can hit the crystal, and that will stealth the crystal, but now I'm ready to S3.
Mm-hmm. How many stacks on Fenris so far? 6?
We're up to 6 stacks on Fenris.
Mm-hmm. Should be 7th.
We will S2 the crystal for the speed buff and the stack. We're up to 7 stacks.
We S2. S2.
S2. 8 stacks.
Roana laps, please.
This one, 9 stacks.
Yes. Let's go. It's 10 stacks.
And 10 stacks. Now we are max stacks on Fenris. We get the full 8,000% damage. And now we S3. You guys ready for it? Ready for this hit?
Go.
Oh, it's going to be so disgusting. Go! Greater attack buff. Torrent set. 14k damage. Boom! Last time Roana lapped, and that's why we got 17k damage. The Roana lapped before we got 1 extra hit on Harsetti for like an extra like 60, 70k damage. So that's really, really good. I think, and look, Bloodstone was just enough to keep the health on her. She died if we didn't have Bloodstone healing up for sure there. So I think here we heal, right?
Yeah. There's no points in saving it, yeah.
Okay, now we repeat. Did I say 14k? I meant 14m, baby. 14m. Okay, we S2 to get our speed buff back up. So
yeah, it's a rinse and repeats. Rinse and repeat.
And hopefully Riza Hawkeye's artifact procs and gives us speed buff here. Good. I think it's early enough we can get away with it.
But we're so healthy. What does it do to us?
More damage. Extra attacks, 2 hits. Buck's a buck, man. Let's take the points where we can get them. It'll cycle around 4 turns, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. This is a free 11k damage. That was huge. All right. There we go. Extra hit. Roana heals up. Fenris does his thing. Dux Noctis is maxed at 6. Nobody's... I mean, just hit with Roana. She can't heal anyway. I think we see our push.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's going to come back and it negates 1 damage from Harsetti.
Yep.
Lessen the burden on our healers. Decent.
Okay. We S3 here, right?
Always, yeah.
Big
you don't
damage.
Want
There we go. S1 because we have anything else to do. We need to save the S2 now. We're getting close enough that we don't want to risk a long cooldown skill. We need to make sure we have our strips ready, so we're going to S1.
Harsetti's next turn is where she does the barrier.
Heals us. Thank you for healing us, Harsetti. It was very nice of you. Hit. Pal. S2 to reestablish our speed buff on Nahkwol. S1, hopefully Reese's artifact procs. Did not. Okay, sooner or later it had to happen. We've been pretty lucky with those 70% procs. So this is where you'd be in better shape with Rannon's Memorandum. But hopefully all of the CR pushes that we got, or speed pushes we got from all the other speed buffs, eclipse the fact that we're not running Memorandum. Okay, so we do our S1 here. Nahkwol cuts. She does her big angry face. And now we S2 for the strip. That'll take our 2 down to a 1. I'm a little bit worried about Fenris, but hopefully we cut. How much do we got? Ooh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Okay, we S1. Show me a speed Nahkwol. Oh!
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. You will see our push again. Just S1.
Okay, if you say so. If you say so.
Yeah,
so we
we'll get speed buff. Yeah, he balances himself out.
Okay, so we S3. I guess that's true. We aren't to the R yet. I don't know what I was worried about. We have plenty of time. We S2, get our speed buff back.
Yeah. Now we need to slow down if so. We really don't want the speed buff.
Well, we
that's fine.
Can't.
Yeah, we can do. Yeah. Yeah, just S1.
Harsetti.
By the way, how many times did we hit the crystal?
Pack. We haven't hit the crystal at all yet.
Oh,
I mean,
we
except for
it.
AoEs.
Yeah, I mean, no, on the last phase, it still counts, by the way. So, hit the boss with that. Fine.
Here, and
Roana should hit the crystal. We need to have proper math on this. Yeah, can you hit first?
Hit the crystal again.
I mean, we just need to make sure that the crystal is not gonna, is not gonna disappear unless the moment we hit it on the break phase, because the mat sticks, I think it's fine if you just S1. Don't touch it. There's no point now.
Yeah.
At least we know that the crystal has 1 stack on it.
Yep.
Okay, S3 break.
Okay, and this will break the shield and put us into the break phase. I didn't realize that the crystal kept track into the next phase, so we will have to keep count, right?
So, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Just S2 crystal.
I think we're fine. Okay, so we're S2 the crystal.
This puts it at 2 stacks.
Visible.
No.
Okay.
Nahkwol, how many? What's the Nahkwol's turn?
Nahkwol's ready. Nahkwol's S3.
Nahkwol's ready. Yeah, we can S3 the crystal.
S3 the crystal. That'll put the crystal into stealth. Any
That was
subs for
perfect.
Fenris and Lidica, Alencia, and Greenlandy, or Bologna, or a mage with Alia's violin. Okay, so now we S3. That will get rid of the stealth. I didn't check to see if Riza's Akai's artifact procced did. Okay, it did.
Oh,
so
it did. It did.
Okay.
And see, we can S2 the crystal again to see
how are we looking on Fenris over there? We're up to 4 stacks.
It's fine. Yeah.
We S2 for the push.
I don't think so. We just S1.
Oh, you want to save it in case the crystal goes stealth, huh?
Yeah, okay. Because we also want Roana to
S1, and we got the proc.
This will make it invisible. This is the third.
So I mean, either Roana hits Harsetti or Nahkwol hits Harsetti. I'm just gonna have Nahkwol hit Harsetti because she hits harder.
I think shouldn't it be the other way?
You think Roana hits harder than Nahkwol?
No, it's not about hitting. It's about that Nahkwol, when she hits with the speed buff, she'll be able to lap faster. That's what I'm thinking. Roana is definitely not lapping again. Okay. So Roana.
Oh, I see what you're saying, because we hit this, we get the boost. Okay, so Roana hits Harsetti.
So this, yep.
Nahkwol hits the crystal.
Yep. Lidica, yeah. See now, Nahkwol laps. Thank God. Yeah, Nahkwol laps. Great.
We're up to 8.
Yeah, S2 on the crystal.
S2 crystal gets us to 9. And this maxes out. Pop. Okay, and there we go. Perfect tuning. Perfect tuning. 8,000 damage increase. Everybody's full health. Ready to go with greater attack buff. Oh, this one's going to be even juicier than before. Let's
yeah,
go. Get him, Fenris.
Show me 40 mils. Come on.
19
Almost.
million points. 19 million points. Damn.
Yep.
Whew.
All right.
Ooh. I think we're definitely S3ing now.
Yeah, didn't even sweat. What about
Okay.
Celestine on Roana instead of using Bloodstone? Roana takes too few turns for Celestine to matter.
Right.
You know?
It could possibly work, right?
And
then you could put Rannans.
touch of
but yeah,
Touch of
you
Rekos is
lose the
already
touch of
doing good.
Rekos, right?
Yeah, so it's even worse.
Okay, so let's see. We S1. Got the speed boost.
Yeah.
We're going to S3 because it's early enough to do it, and that way we can get our speed boost back.
We should also think about resetting the crystal while we're in this phase. So any extra random hits, to make the crystal stealthed here, so it goes on stealth.
Okay, so there's one, and now we get our speed buff back. I think it's safe to S3 for our CR push, and the skill nully will certainly help, right?
Sure. I mean, it's damage.
It's damage. Let's take it. 20k damage. We take it.
I S1 the crystal here.
Ah, we're fine. Touch of Rekos. Helping out. AoE hits the crystal too.
It's single attacks that counts for the crystal.
Oh, okay.
No
Should we
AoEs,
S1 the crystal here then?
Yeah. We need to make sure that the crystal is stealthed before we go into the other
secret
phase.
tech times 2,
Yeah.
so the next hit on the crystal will stealth it.
Yeah, that's what we want. We stealth it now.
Okay. We stealth it now?
Yes, so we won't have to touch it anymore. We stealth it now.
Stealth it now, and there we go.
Yeah, that's fine. S3, and
S3.
any AoE we do, any AoE we do from now on will reset the crystal to 0, and then once we are in the break phase,
it'll make break phase a lot
yeah.
easier to math. Gotcha.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, we S2, we get our speed buff back up. We don't want to lose our speed buff. We S1, right?
Yep.
And we hope that we keep proc Riza
No,
proc.
actually, we don't really
Okay, there
care
we
much for before the break phase. It's the break phase that we need the speed buff more. But here it's fine.
Okay,
S1.
so we S1 here. We S1 here. And we S1 here.
Mm-hmm.
We S2 to maintain our speed buff.
Always.
Always. Okay, she's gonna go sicko here, right? There we go.
Yep.
Okay, we got to get rid of this barrier with 2 non-attack skills. So here is one that gives us the dual advantage of it removes stealth, and it got rid of 1 layer of barrier. I guess she just hits into the shield because she's not doing anything else, right? So we smack the shield.
So will Fenris.
Fenris can smack the shield.
Now
And then
we need
this
to
is our
strip.
second strip. That gets
need
rid of
to heal.
this.
And we need to heal.
Yeah. The bloodstone will help heal up.
Yep.
And
Perfect.
then we S2 for speed.
Yeah.
And we want to save this for inside the break phase, so we just S1 here.
Sure. Yep.
Hopefully
Fenris
with
does enough
speed,
damage.
we got Riza's artifact procs. We keep our
Nice.
speed. This does her
This
thing.
pushes
Pisses
Fenris.
off Fenris. Fenris jumps in the air, shoots her in the face. CR pushes.
Wait. This is scary. This is very scary.
I think we're fine. She's way up here.
Yes, but she. Yeah, let's go. Let's just pray he cuts.
And if I S3, will she push still?
Yes, she pushes on end of turn.
So
Yeah.
we may as well just attack. And then you can just
Oh,
attack.
nice. He can be like.
Fenris can push phase. Easy
Let's go.
game. Easy
Let's go.
game.
Let's go.
Okay, we push phase with this. Dedge barrier.
All right.
Pop.
Now,
Okay.
Proper math again. Can we
Okay,
check
so the
skill
crystal hasn't
order?
been hit yet, so it's got 3 taps on it, right? So let's get our speed buff up and running. We tap the barrier.
We did not tap the crystal.
I hit
fine.
Harsetti and the crystal. That was bloody brilliant, Tristen. Good job. Good job trying to brick your run. It's okay.
Yeah.
Didn't really matter, all things considered. Okay, we
hope.
S3 the crystal.
Mm-hmm. Hope.
There's always one point in time where we S1 somebody else. We just can't do that now.
And we also mistimed this stuff. I think it's a normal S1
okay.
to be honest.
We can save the S2 here and cycle her.
Yeah, it's an S1 here.
It's not an S3 S2 to maintain our speed. Yeah, we've got 2 turn speed buff. I think you're right. It's a normal S1.
Yeah.
So it's a normal S1. She's at technique 2. So
and it's once again.
It's an
normal S1.
But
yeah,
it's not. It's not a. It's an S1 stealth the crystal. Roana hits here, and then she strips.
Oh,
it, right?
this 3. Roana hits who? Roana will hit the crystal, right?
No. We S2, right? Which activates the crystal. Roana.
No,
S1
it's not gonna.
It doesn't activate on AOE.
No, it does not.
Oh,
it's
well
only
then this is Giga perfect.
The crystal has been hit only once, right?
No, the crystal's been hit twice. I'm pretty sure.
So this makes it stealth. Okay, I mean,
thought you said AoE doesn't stealth. Regardless, Roana either hits here
or her setting. It doesn't really matter because
right?
Yeah, okay, we just S1 the crystal.
S2. Pop. Okay, so Roana hits. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was an S1.
No. Nahkwol cuts. Nahkwol's got a speed buff and she's faster. We didn't proc Rannon's. We cut.
Thank God.
So we S1 here. He is stealth. Nahkwol can S3.
How many stacks
Uncover
so
the
far?
crystal. I think we're at 6 stacks.
6.
We S2 the crystal for stack 7. We S1 the crystal. Hopefully we get speed buff.
Please.
Stack 8. We got the speed buff. Here
thank God.
Stack 9.
Thank God. Oh, that had me.
And
that's fine. It's fine. Hit the boss. It's 10. Hit the boss. It's 10.
How's it 10? Right.
It's any crit. It's any crit.
It's any crit. 10 and we got it. We got it. 8,000. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Beautiful. We even get one last peck from Roana for an additional 58k damage. And here it comes, guys. The finishing move. The big hit of the day. You guys ready for this?
Cool.
Oh, it's going to be juicy. I got chill bumps. Let's go. Let's go.
Show me top score.
Blammo! Big bang attack. Go! Oh my God, that really said 23 million. 23 million.
Top score. Let's go.
64.7 million points.
Let's go. Let's freaking go. Good shit. Best team, man.
Best team world. So there you go, guys. Number one with authority. So if you guys want to knock me out of the number 1 spot, here's your roadmap to do it. Go kick my ass because I know some of you guys can gear gap the hell out of me. But I'm going to enjoy being 1 for the 15 minutes or so it takes you guys to replicate this team and knock my ass out of the top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this team as much as I did. Thank you, Biako, for helping test this out last night and for working on the tech with me. This was a lot of fun.
It was.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week.